Shining a light on a holiday event built with care and inclusivity at its heart. Lights and Love is giving autistic and neurodivergent families in Mount Pleasant a celebration where everyone can feel welcome, supported, and truly seen. Let's welcome back Layla Luna, founder and CEO of Just Be. Welcome back.
Well, thank you for having me.
Always welcome here, and you're always at the forefront of the inclusivity movement. The neurodivergent community relies so much on the work that you do.
Oh,
we're going to get to the event, of course, and how people can join in. But why is that becoming just so important in society today?
I think it's just a movement, and every great community has their moment in history. And when autism is the fastest growing developmental diagnosis in history, you can't ignore this anymore. It cannot stay in the closet. It needs to be out into the public. And these families like my family, we deserve to be part of the community.
Yeah.
This is our our battle cry.
Absolutely. Well, because the thing is you can't be holed up in your house every single day. You want to go out and live life and enjoy all the fruits that life has to offer. And this does stem from your own personal experience with your beautiful son, Rio.
Yeah, what we've found is now, when Rio was diagnosed, it was Rain Man. There was very little information. We didn't have TikTok, Instagram, I mean, there was some YouTube, but now these children have grown up and they're in adulthood, and we get to see Love on the Spectrum from Netflix. We get to now hear, even the nonverbal, like Rio, my son, they are communicating and they're telling us, we want friends, we want love, we want jobs, and we want to be part of the community. They know what everybody else gets to do, and they feel like they have to sit on the sidelines and watch everyone have this beautiful life and feel disconnected from the world, and especially their community.
And how wonderful it is that you are creating that community as well. You as a mom of a son who has autism, but everyone coming together. But a big part of what you do is education, because it's incumbent upon the rest of us to be educated on our autistic community. So even if we're not related, if we don't have friends who are or have children who are autistic, we need to understand autism because it is so much a part of society today.
It's an invisible disability, so if you don't see it, doesn't mean it's not there. And Just Be's mission, whether it's Rio's Law by, South Carolina being the first state in the nation to have an identifier license plate, and we're hoping to get North Carolina and Georgia too, is to change your eyes, change the way you look at us.
Yeah, indeed.
Be kind. We are in the holiday season, so we're asking people to find it in their hearts to not judge us and to, love our children and love these families.
And you love your children so very much. You love Rio. I don't want to make you cry, but I know how impassioned you are and how passionate you've been. You've been at this now for 4 years, which is amazing how quickly the time has passed, but how much you've accomplished in 4 years as well. And you mentioned the license plate. I also wanted to point out, these are for the seatbelt straps. So if someone does get pulled over, you have someone who has autism in the car, who is autistic driving the vehicle, this allows our first responders to know, law enforcement to know, who and what they're dealing with.
Absolutely. We know that time saves lives. We're blessed, to work with Lens Foundation, and we just finished training Mount Pleasant and Charleston Police Department. We want our first responders to act effectively, but also understand that it can be confusing, and it's within seconds of sensory overload. So we want to connect all the dots, whether it's stickers or seatbelt covers, because if something happened to me, Ria would not be able to communicate, but our first responders will see the seatbelt cover and they'll be able to assess the situation and be helpful.
Yeah, you're doing wonderful work. All right, Lights and Love. Let's talk about this.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one. Tell us more about this event.
It's just everything that I ever dreamed of. Working with Town Center and Kathy Herman, it was just an idea. Once I expressed to Kathy that, our families can't go to these big events, that it's really difficult for them to be out in public, but yet, who doesn't want to meet Santa? What child doesn't want to have that picture with Santa? But for us, it's like almost impossible. So really leaning into our partnerships like Boone Hall and also like Town Center and, big news. We're certifying North Charleston next is going to be an autism-friendly city, just like Mount Pleasant. And so we're expanding, but the goal is, like with Lights and Love, let our families just come out, be in the holiday spirit, have a sensory-friendly an event, and let our kids just be.
Yeah, just be. Is the Beehive going to be there?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course it's going to
and
be
she's
there.
All decorated for Christmas, and
great.
we had Santa in there. You know, Santa's coming, so.
Yeah. Santa's coming to town, and he's going to be hanging out at the Beehive.
Yeah,
Okay,
Santa
wonderful.
understands our kids, and can't wait to meet all these families.
That's wonderful. All right, Lights and Love, again, this is going to be happening in Mount Pleasant at the town center there Sunday, December 7th from 4 to 6 p.m. So make sure you get out there with your families and have a wonderful time. Layla, thank you for making that happen.
Thank you, and thank you for year 4 of Lights and Love.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this.